Hi there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Property Sue. If you're new here, I do videos on real estate investment and real estate matters in general. And today I'm going to be talking about Airbnb arbitrage. If you didn't watch the first video, it's here. I'd suggest that you watch this video first before watching this one, because you will not be able to follow through if you didn't watch the first video. And what I want to continue discussing today is Airbnb arbitrage. And as we discussed in the other video, arbitrage is basically just taking a commodity from one market and taking it to another and selling it at a profit. In case of the Airbnb, it's just finding a property and renting it out as Airbnb and making a profit. If the apartment is furnished, then you're going to incur extremely low cost. If it's unfurnished, well, for starters, you're going to incur a bit of cost, but of course you're going to recover as time goes on. And the misconception in Airbnb is that you must own a lot of property and you must have a lot of money, which is absolutely not true, because according to the arbitrage model, you can just rent out the property you need when you need it. And today I'm going to be giving you 5 beginner tips on how to go about Airbnb arbitrage. And the first one is setting it up as a business. This means opening a limited liability company, which is advisable when you have more than 3 properties which you are operating, so that the cash flow makes sense in terms of maintaining your limited liability company. You can run this company alone, or you can invite other people to come over through buying of shares. And what this does is that it ensures that your business losses stay as business and your personal property stays as personal. For example, let us say you have taken on a unit for Airbnb and maybe an occupant happens to start a fire in the property. First and foremost, Airbnb provides insurance of different amounts depending on the location which you're in for hosts. But let us say if the insurance is not enough to cover losses incurred, then what the landlord will basically do is they are going to even come for you and your personal property. But if you had signed a corporate lease at the beginning, then this prevents all that from happening. So company losses stay in the company and your personal property stays personal. And this is always so good when you want to safeguard yourself. Of course, if you don't own more than 3 properties, this does not mean that you cannot take precautions to protect yourself. You definitely can. And the first way in which you can protect yourself is by taking insurance, third-party insurance. This ensures that the property is covered, so in case of anything, the insurance has it covered. The second way is leverage, and in this case, in the rental arbitrage model, you're definitely renting the property, which is a lot of leverage because it means you don't own this property. And let's say, for instance, if somebody wanted to sue you for damages after a fire, let us say the homeowners association, then in this case they can't directly come for you because you don't own the property. So if they come after you, what are they going to gain? But let us say if probably you owned the unit, you had bought the unit and they wanted to sue you, they can sue you because at the end of the day they know if they get your property, then they can get all you have. Tip number 2 is build your team as you go. As I told you in number 1, if you do not have more than 3 properties, this is not really necessary. But if you have more than 3 properties, it starts to become a hands-on job. And I'm assuming that you want to run your Airbnb business as a form of passive income. So you must have an accountant, you must have a lawyer, you must have a real estate agent, you must have a photographer, you must have an interior designer, you must have a bookkeeper, and last but not least, you must have a co-host. A co-host is basically someone who is in the Airbnb app, but they don't own any property, but they help other people manage their property. So it's just like a property manager for Airbnbs, and this will definitely make your work easier. This will help you do a lot more and get so much more income, and this will also help you in doing other things and not only always concentrating on your one business. Tip number 3 is that you should conduct market research, and this involves getting information on the best location to set up your Airbnb, what guests in that location look for, what types of properties have the highest occupancy rate. Tip number 4 is finding a suitable property. Of course, after the market research you have conducted, this data is going to help you in deciding what is the best property type that you want to set up, because at this point you will have known what attracts people to the area in which you intend to start up your Airbnb. And after doing all this, of course, the last step is listing your property on Airbnb. This is simple, and I'm going to show it on the screen, and this is how you do it.
So first, you download your app, go to Google Play, download Airbnb, and there you have your app. Mine is at update because I've already downloaded it. When you enter the app, it looks something like this. It has several options, and there's list your space. You go there and it guides you. You choose what type of property you want to put in there, and step by step it takes you through everything. You choose the valid options, and yeah, there you have it. It's that easy.
And if you like these kinds of videos, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends. Sharing is caring, guys. And also don't forget to subscribe. It's free, and all it does is just inform YouTube that you like these kinds of videos. Until next time, it has been me, Property Sue, and bye.
Feel the daylight on our skin. We are young, we feel everything. Yeah, it's starting to begin. Hear the words we were meant to sing.